We're here at the Jiyuan Farm in Matou, Tainan. Matou is known for its pomelos and has been known for its pomelos ever since the Qing Dynasty, when they used to export them to the emperors in Beijing. Well, the Jiyuan Farm is one of the better farms here in Matou. It's been growing the trees for more than a few decades, and it's pomelo season. So we're in luck. So let's go take a look. As we enter the Jiyuan Farm, we're greeted by these old pomelo trees planted over 20 years ago. This city, Matou, is synonymous with the best pomelos in Taiwan. The area has been so popular since the Qing Dynasty for the quality of this particular fruit that Matou pomelo even has its own festival, with sections of the city closed off so tourists and shoppers can buy the fruit directly from the farmers. Shipments of the autumn harvests were sent to courts all the way in China during the Qing Dynasty, and the fruit is still a strong export earner for the region. We visited in September, just as the crop was at its peak. That's a popular time for visitors to stop by to grab some plump fruit to bring home to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival with family and friends. March is also a great time, as the whole farm is full of delicate white pomelo flowers that make the fields look like they were dusted with a spring snow. Inside the Welcome Center is their cafe and the first stop for most visitors. Come in and try some of their famous fruit and homemade bread. You get to wash it down with a complimentary hand-brewed coffee. The bread comes out fresh 5 times a day, and at least while we were there, I saw 2 fresh baked batches snatched up as soon as they could be wrapped up. The basic menu includes the standard plain white bread and French bread, and a mix of natural flavors, including lemon and hazelnuts, cinnamon and brown sugar, pumpkin with cranberries, onions and cheese, and a chewy mochi bun. They also put out special versions when local fruits come into season. These include pineapple, mango, and tomato, as well as exotic flavors such as roselle, mulberry, and passion fruit. My mouth is watering just thinking about them. This is one of my favorite parts of the Jiyuan Farm. They've got these kilns, and they make bread 3 times daily with basic ingredients, just the 4 basic ingredients: the bread, the flour, salt, water, and yeast. And this is one of the greatest sources of visitors to the farm, actually. And so, oh look, the owner is going to take some of the bread out. Let's take a look. Oh, I see he's got different kinds. It's very basic here, and you can see there's different kinds of fruit and nuts in here. There's some sesame. This one looks like cheese. They've got dried cranberries, dried mangoes, locally produced fruits. All right. Perfect. As we walk through the pomelo grove, we come to the meeting hall. Built a little higher, it looks like a small schoolhouse from the era when Taiwan was under Japanese rule. Because it's a little higher than anything around, there's a nice breeze, and you get a whiff of the cedar trees that went into the construction of this building. The hall is used by schools and businesses in the area, but it's open to anyone who drops by as well. It's also a mini museum of works by the multi-talented founder of Jiyuan Farms, Mr. Liang. There are also a few works by friends of his who dedicated pieces of Chinese calligraphy to him and his farm. This is a nice place to end our tour of Jiyuan Farm. Today we saw lots of beautiful old pomelo trees and tried the fruit. We saw homemade kilns popping out bread 3 times a day, and we saw some beautiful art. So if you're in the area, come on by Jiyuan Farm and find out a little bit more for yourself.